Flosstubers. My name is Dottie and I'm stitching Scotty. And today is October the 2nd, 2021. It's Saturday evening. And I would just like to welcome you to my channel all about cross stitch. And thank you for tuning in. I just thank you for dropping by. I thank those that like and subscribe and the ones that come back every week and comment with such nice comments. Thank you so much. I feel like I've made so many stitchy friends since I've started doing my Flosstube. I do have a 1-year anniversary coming up at the end of the month. This is October, and I started my first Flosstube on Halloween, so I wouldn't forget when the anniversary was. So anyway, I just thank you for the kind comments. Okay, now a little business. I would like to ask those that won the giveaway to please let me know if you have not received your prize yet. I mailed them out at the first of the week, and I hope everyone has received theirs. You know, you never know about the Postal Service these days. It's great, and we appreciate them, but it has been taking a good bit because they're overworked. So anyway, and we thank, you know, we're just thankful for you, for all the postal workers. Okay, today we've got some past finishes, finally finished. I always show some of those, and then we have 3 finally finished objects, and one is a start, a new start, a finish, and a finally finish in 1 week. Who would have thunk it? In fact, it was in 2 days. Ooh. But anyway, then we also have more progress on my Whip Go, which is a bingo game that stitchers do to help finish their works in progress or their whips. And I'll explain about that later. And then we have my works in progress and the two or three sales that I'm in, that I'm currently doing. Well, 4 sales that I'm in that I'm currently doing. We have 2 free patterns today. And we also have 2 sales, 2 online sales that I think all of y'all might be interested in. And we also I have haul. I have a handy dandy tool that some people have around their house and some people don't, but they're easy to get, and it's really good for finishing. Then plans. So let's get started. Now, the glare is really bad on the first one. I've restarted this video like 6 times, but I can't get rid of the glare. I've turned this light on, turned that light off. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, I do apologize, but I'm going to do the best I can. This is from Elizabeth Designs, and this is from 2003. That's how old it is. And this one's done on 28 count linen. I hadn't been stitching on linen too long. And this is a piece of natural linen. And I used all the call for threads, and I have no idea what they were. I would assume most of them were probably DMC because none of them look variegated to me. But anyway, this is, oh goodness, this is my piece. It's autumn. Now, this came in a set of 4. You bought them separately, and you've seen summer and you've seen spring, but the tree is always in the middle, and it's got like either some kind of fruit or vegetable or something around it. And this month we have the pumpkins, of course. And we also have apples. Yes. Started to say those were acorns, but no, they're apples. You know how I called the project bag last week apples and it was cherries. You know, this is apple season. Yeah. But anyway, then we've got like a charm at the bottom, and then we've got the leaves. Now the leaves, I cannot remember the name of the stitch. I want to say the leaf stitch, but I don't think that's it. And maybe the herringbone, but I don't know. It's been so long, I can't remember. So anyway, it has some satin stitch in there. The pumpkins, the apples, the middle of the sunflowers at the bottom. But I really enjoyed doing this. I used 2 strands over 2 and over 2 threads, and like I said, this was done on 28 count natural raw linen, and I had it framed, and this was back in the day when everybody had everything matted, and I got a different frame for everything. So I really like this one. This goes in my living room, and I get a lot of comments on it. Okay, and the next one that I have that's a finally finished object, I don't know when this one's been done, but it's been done a long time also. This one is a shepherd's bush, and this is leaf. And it says, acorns falling, birds flying, fall. And it's got lots of little buttons. I got the button pack. I used all the Gentle Arts threads mostly, and there were probably a couple of weeks dye works in there. And the fabric is thimbleberries, or at least it was, and the piping was also made out of that. And then it's just got a little hanger, and it hangs on my hall tree in the foyer. But I just thought this was really cute. Now this one's done on 10 count Tula. So for those of you that can't see very well and you say, well, I can't do cross stitch, you need to work on 10 count Tula. And I used 3 strands of floss over 1 thread. And it was fun and relaxing, and it stitched up pretty fast. So I really enjoy those, and I get a lot of nice comments on that also. Okay, so that's my past finishes, some real old. Okay, so this week, let's talk about our finishes. As you know, I went to a retreat. Well, I didn't go. I got on my computer, and we did a Zoom retreat. It was called Friendship Stitching, and it was Heart and Hand and Bent Creek. And this, they gave us a pattern to stitch ahead, and I showed that last week. And then they also, when we opened our little boxes, they mailed us boxes with stuff in there, and one of the patterns was Friendship Owl, and it was a finish I had last week. And I said I was going to do some ruching around it. Didn't look good, so I just finally just left him like he was with his little acorn. I just thought he was so cute. And then here's the material I picked for the back. Okay, and he's on 18 count, and he uses number, I want to say number 5 pearl cotton 869, I think was what was included with our kit. And we did 1 strand over 2 threads, 18 count. So he's big, but I just thought it was cute. And the little button, I thought it was cute, but he was quick. Only 2 or 3 sittings. I mean, you know, he just stitched up real quick. And the fabric is stiff, but it was still, I still used a hoop, and I was able to stitch with it. And I really enjoyed stitching that. And then the next one is a Barbara Anna design. And this one is, it was something scissor fob. But anyway, I made mine bigger, and I got this at a retreat I did. And this is Quoth the Raven Nevermore. And I decided that I was going to do this into a pillow, a small. And this one's on Fabric Flare 28 count. And he's 6 by 6. So that still constitutes a small from the different retreats I've been to. And I really enjoyed doing this. Uses all DMC threads. And I use Lady Dots Creates licorice trim. And I sewed it around the edge. And then I had some bat material, because I seem to collect Halloween material. Yeah. And so I did that, and I stuffed it. Now, to tell you about the little tool I used. Okay, this is an ordinary chopstick. Okay, well, it's got some Chinese writing on it. But I got this at the Leela May retreat in my little box that she sent. That was also a Zoom retreat, because it was last year. And when you're doing your corners, you can take this and you just gently poke the filling up in the corners, and that way you have some nice corners, and they're not all, you know, saggy. So that was a real help. Just one little old chopstick, but don't just go poke, poke, poke. You want to just gently push, because you don't want to push it right through your material and make a mess. So that would not be good. Okay, and This was 2 strands over 2, but I just thought he was cute. And it's something different. I haven't made any pillows in a long time, so I was like, yay. And then my new start was, oh, here it is, was a Whimsy limited edition by Just Nan, and it's called Autumn Spell. And it came as a kit. It's got a little bag, and it had the frame with a little acorn on it, and it had the pattern. Okay. It's stitched on 28 count fabric, which I had to supply. And of course, you know, I had plenty of that. And it's 2 over 2. You use 2 strands of floss, except for the squirrel. The squirrel was over 1. When I saw the squirrel, now she enlarged that part if you didn't like look, because I saw a cross stitch that was 1/4 of the square, and I'd never seen a graph done quite like that. Yeah. So, but then I hadn't stitched a lot of over 1s either, but you know, it wasn't bad. But anyway, it didn't have a lot of back stitch in it. It had just a little bit. And now I'm not real happy with my bow, but I didn't have any orange ribbon that was small enough to tie, but it needed something. But this is my monthly Orny Sal, okay? And it says, well, here we go. Well, no, let's do this right now. Okay. It says autumn, okay? Well, it's still not behaving. Okay. Okay. It says autumn. And see the little teeny weeny squirrel? He was cute. I didn't know he was a squirrel until he was a squirrel. And there's a witch hat and a spider. The spider was fun. He's a Smyrna stitch. Several of the flowers were supposed to be Smyrna stitches. I did the centers as Smyrna, but I didn't do the others because it was called, I did not read the directions. But, you know, it's my piece. Who cares? All right, so this one was 27 by 27. It used all DMC flosses. And I'm just going to tell you, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 17 colors are in this. Yeah, she loves to use a lot of colors, but it's really pretty. And I like the frame, and I just love the piece. So anyway, so there you go. And I do not have spring, fall, or summer because it was limited edition and I just missed them. So anyway, but at least I've got this one and it's really cute. So that's good. So that's my 3 FFOs, and that was my monthly Orny Sal, which you do on Instagram, hashtag monthly Orny, O-R-N-I-E, Sal, and I will link that below. Next, we have Whip Go. And everybody's going, what is Whip Go? Except for the ones of you that have seen Whip Go and you're like, do we have to hear this again? Excuse the rattling. Okay, I made my little board. It didn't go on the computer. I spend too much time on machines anyway. So when this month, Jessie Marie, well, what you do is you make your bingo board, okay? And, or you can go, and I think she has like a template that you can use or something, but I don't. This is quicker. But anyway, you can put up to 24 projects on there. You have a free space, but now you can use that one too if you want to. But you don't have to do 25 projects. Like I could list one project 3 or 4 different times. And Jessie Marie from the Facebook group, Whip Go 2021, she calls 2 numbers every month. And those are the pieces that you stitch on, and you have goals that you set, and you write these down. Okay, it goes along really well until you cannot find the project for the month, and you look and look and look, and you're like, I know that was somewhere. So I've had to change a couple because I could not find them, and one of them just happened to be this month's. You know, last month was the 13 days of Halloween. I could not find it. I could not find it. Guess what? I found it yesterday while I was looking for this month's project. So I changed it to the September months of the year, little house, and I said I was going to do 500 stitches because I could not find the one that I was supposed to stitch for this month. I don't know where it is. I have looked everywhere, so I don't know if I left it in my camper or, yeah, maybe somebody liked it so much they took it. Now, this one's by Little House Needleworks, and July, August. I should have got the pattern out before. Oh, here we go. Okay. And I bought these in 2010 when they first came out. And you got 2 computer-generated pictures. Plus, you got all the classic color works to go with it. Yes. And I'm working on September. This is going to go to my youngest daughter, probably. And I did this one on the called for... Hold that thought. Yep. Okay. Well, on the call for natural linen, I think, and it's 2 over 2, and so far I've got the house and 2 trees. Now I'm planning on giving her this year, so let's hope I get this done. Yeah. Along with all the other months. If you've watched some of my videos lately, I have been framing some of them. But this is the September, and my goal this month is to have a finish for myself. But on WhipGo, I had put 500 stitches for the other project. So I left it at 500 stitches. But I'm going to try my best to get a finish. And if I do that, I get a bingo. Yay! So I'll be very excited about that. So that is this one. And, of course, it uses the classic Colorworks. And it's got some pretty colors in there. Ouch. I'm just stabbing myself with the pen. So hopefully I can get that done. It has been so long since I pulled this out. That's a shame. Yeah, it really is. The next one I've done is, I don't know what it is about these samplers of the month. You know, the Country Cottage Sampler of the Month this year. Well, I've fallen off the Sampler of the Month wagon. It's not good. I think I've only got like 3 done. But anyway, back to the monthly thing. Okay, this one's called A Year of Celebrations. And I have gotten them all stitched up to May. And there's May. And this is the pattern. It's from Hands On Design. And if you live in Canada, they even have a July and a November that you can stitch. In July, it says Celebrate, and it's got the Canadian flag. And in November, it says Remember. And it's got the little Mountie hat. And some pretty flowers. So, and leaves. So, I need to, like, get working on it. Because I have this. My goal is to get, and I don't know what possessed me, May and June done this month. Yeah. Okay, so I'd better get busy on this one, or at least 2 months. I may do October. I don't know. You know, May and October, because I haven't started the other month. So anyway, there is that. Now this one uses, they had you do it on 32 count Dirty Belfast, and that's, I think, what I did mine on. Yeah. I wouldn't swear to it because at the time I didn't keep up with my material, but usually I tried to use back then, you know, what it was that was stitched on, and I used 2 strands over 2, and it uses Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks, and Weeks Dye Works, and the designs are 50 by 50. So May has a basket of flowers, and it's just really, really cute. So, and it's got 3 butterflies on it, and it's this basket. So, I'll give you another peek on that. Oh, glare, glare, glare. I'm telling you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we need to stitch on that because it's been a while since we've stitched on that. And, yeah, and I already have my little board that I want to finish them on. I bought that, like, when I first got this. So, yeah, we could see some finishes on that too. So that's my WhipGo. And I've been getting a lot of, I've met every one of my goals so far this year. So that's a good thing. Sometimes they're big, sometimes not. It just depends. But just to give you an idea, this is September and that's October. So I'll be doing those two in the, oh, this is the wrong one. Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I wished I'd have said I would do two in that one, but oh well. Anyway, let's go on to my regular works in progress. Okay. Okay. That was just a little blooper. All right. First, we have one, and it's, I saw this on, I guess it was at Needlework Expo preview. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to get that. It's just so, so cute. And this is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of them. But they also have quilts and things too. And it only uses 3 colors of Weeks Dye Works. Or you can use DMC. And this is Happy Halloween. Now I showed this last week. And there were 2 or 3 people like, oh, I've got to have that. Where did you get this? Okay, now this one I got at Annabella's on her website. She's, or on Etsy. You just put in, well, I'll put the link below, but you just put it in, and Annabella's gives you a 10% discount pretty much all the time. And sometimes she has like a pattern of the week, and she features a designer of the week and tells you about that. She has a Flosstube also. They're very good. You need to watch those. But Elaine is really good. But the name of the Flosstube is Annabella's, and the name of the shop is Annabella's. But this is Happy Halloween. And I did a piece of parchment, and this is from, yeah, sure it is. No, it's not parchment. I lied. It's no, it's not Abecedarian either. I want to say this is parchment, yeah. And I can't remember who it's by. Drat. Anyway, I've got 2 of the pumpkins done. And it's 2 over 2. And this is on 32 count. And it's parchment. I do know that. And look at my little witch needle minder. My friend Susie made me this. Thank you, Susie. I love it. So I thought this was cute. And since I'm working on this for Darktober, which is hashtag Darktober, I thought I would just leave it on the hoop instead of ironing it. So that's a fun stitch, and it's 82 by 68, and Happy Halloween. Just very bright. Probably won't have it finished by Halloween, who knows, you know, but with what all I got to do, but oh well. There's always next year. Okay, next I went to Friendstitch, and the piece that was just so wonderful, well, all of them were good, but the big piece was an Autumn Gathering, Let Joy In, and Heart and Hand and Bent Creek designed this. Is that not just gorgeous? And when I saw that, I was just like, oh, that is so, so pretty. I love all the colors. I mean, it just is fall. And she told us how she designed the chart and everything, but I went into all that last week. But they included all the flosses from Weeks Dye Works. And I'm using all those. And see, here's how they finished the little owl. And I would have done mine like that. And I thought, I need a pillow. So anyway, this one is done. Now, they sold material, but I did not buy their material. I used a piece of 28 count, because they did theirs on 28 count, Abecedarian linen from R&R Productions. And I had bought 1/8 of a yard, because I kept hearing people talk about it. And I thought, well, I want some of that. And this is what I've got done. Boy, that was poor ironing. You could tell I was impatient. But I've got all the part under the house done, and I got the house finished, I think, yeah, except for one. No, did I do the window? No, I hadn't done the window at the top. And it's 2 over 2, and it's all Weeks Dye Works. Just really, really pretty colors. And I like the modeling on the fabric. Yeah, you can kind of see it there a little bit. I don't know why I have a shadow. I guess it's my fan blade. And it came also with 3 little buttons, little wooden buttons, a leaf, and 2 stars. And those are cute. So I'll put those on. And the Weeks Dye Works flosses. And of course my floss is always a hot mess. And I got this beautiful floss ring. The Friendstitch symbol. And there's my flosses. Yeah, see, they're a hot mess. But, you know, I get the stitching done. That's all that matters. And it makes me happy. So, if I had to fuss too much about all the stuff, it would be like, yeah, too much, too much. And what I really like about it, they've been spoiling me because everybody is serging the edges of their pieces. So, I'm really liking that. Yeah, so that's always nice. So, I can't wait to get that one done. But it's going to be a while. So I'm just going to stitch on it, you know, when the urge strikes me. So you may see that next week. You may not. It depends. Okay. And then, that's hashtag Friendstitch. Then, no, it's not hashtag. Yeah, it is. Hashtag Friendstitch 2021. Okay, the next one that I'm doing is a stitch along or a SAL. And I'm doing that with JavaGirl, and a few other people. And this one's by Jardin Prive. It's called Halloween. I'm stitching. When I saw this, I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to get that. That is just too cute. The little witch and the skeleton, the skull and the bat and the scissors. And she's got a needle and thread and a pumpkin and a cauldron and the cat. It's just too cute. And look at that candy corn and spider. All the little elements of Halloween. And of course there's floss up there and a crow. So this one only uses 8 colors of DMC. And I decided to stitch mine on something I had. And you know, if you've watched my other Flosstubes, I wasn't really happy with what I had. But I've made the best of it and it's not bad. I'm getting a lot done on it. It's a piece of raw linen. And I mean, this linen's really raw, let me tell you. There's thin threads and then there's thick threads. I've never paid that much attention, but I just got this one piece and I mean, it's just, this is the last piece of it. But this is it, and I've got Halloween. I can't stitch, and I haven't got the ing. My goal was to get the ing that day, but life happened and I just didn't have time. And I'm stitching 2 strands over 2 threads. And I'm using DMC for all the different 8 colors. And I'm really enjoying this. And I started in the middle and I'm working toward the bottom. And then I'm going to do the top last. I'm usually a middle start stitcher just because I want to make sure that I have enough fabric. I had one time I did something that I think I did it for my mother-in-law. I had this much at the end. Yeah, from the design. That was scary. So I said, oop, not going to be doing that again. So I used the cross stitch calculator to figure my my borders and how large to cut my fabric. And that's how I, figure out how to do my fabric. And I usually leave 3 inches around if I'm having it framed. If I'm making it into a pillow or something like that, I don't leave any less than 2, because sometimes I like to leave 3/8 of an inch, half an inch around, and I need a little wiggle room just in case something goes wrong. So I like to do that. Okay, and that one is hashtag Spooktacular September Sal. Even though September's over, I'm still stitching it because it's Halloween. So now I'll use it for Darktober and Spooktacular September. Okay, and my last whip or work in progress is from Blackbird Designs. And this is the first weekend in October. So this is Blackbird Weekend. And I got this from the Sisters book. And this one is the as the cock crows. It's at first cocks crow. And I thought it was so pretty. Niecy Lynn and a couple of ladies and I are doing this stitch together. And I ran across a couple of people that were doing this also on Instagram. I hope they've joined us. It's hashtag Cocks Crow Sal on Instagram. Now, I didn't get to start very much because I was missing some of the colors that I thought I had that I didn't. I probably had them, but they were in something else that I was working on. And I did this on Oaken Picture This Plus 32 count. And this is what I've got done. I just started out first doing the black, and then I've added the fragrant cloves. I had to use DMC 310 because I couldn't find onyx until too late. That I'd already got so much done, I wasn't going to pull it out. But you see, I've taken out one of the letters. All the top line of letters is going to have to come out because I have studied this chart and studied this chart, and there is no way, and I don't like to just rip things out. I don't put them aside because it's waste not, want not. But I wasn't paying attention when I counted, and instead of going down to the second row, I went down to the third row. There is nowhere I can skimp. Everything is so balanced and even. That's going to be ripped. Just the words here. So I already started ripping. I've been doing a lot of ripping lately. I don't know what it is. The frog likes me. But anyway, I'm using 2 strands over 2 on 32 count. And we'll get that ripped out and get it back in. And hopefully I'll get some more done this weekend too. Because I'm going to stitch on this. Because it is Blackbird weekend after all. So that's going to be hashtag BBD Weekend Sal. And that's the stitch along with Brenda and the Serial Stitcher. And a lot of other floss tubers. Because everybody loves Blackbird. Including me. And if you don't have the Sisters book, it's not hard to find, like Niecy Lynn said. And I got mine at Annabella's. And I've seen it several other places. I think Kitten Stitcher has it. No, not Kitten. Oh, shoot. I can't remember now. But anyway, I've seen it several places. So you need to go get this one. It's a great chart. And who knows, it may be at one of the 2 sale places I'm going to tell you about. And there's some beautiful charts in here. I know Niecy Lynn had said she was going to stitch this one, Peace and Plenty. Isn't that beautiful? I probably won't stitch that for a while, but I did like it. But there's some other charts in here that I thought were really pretty. And so anyway, yeah, this is the one I really liked. It says, Witch No More. And I don't know why it says that because, oh well, I do not know why. I'll have to read on it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the reason is because the girl's name that's on here had been imprisoned and charged with witchcraft in Hartford, Connecticut. So anyway, she was released from prison on October 13th, 1662. And anyway, so that date that she was released from prison's on here, and her name is on here. Which when I stitch that, I will not be putting that on there, but I thought that was interesting. But I like the stars, I like the house and the birds. Yeah, Donna, I like the birds. Can you believe it? I don't know. There must be something wrong with me in my old age. I don't know. Anyway, no, I'm not old. I'm just getting better. Okay. All right. So that's all my whips. All right. Now it is time for the, I had to think a minute, which I hope I've not done it off. Okay. Here we go. First of all, we're going to talk about the 2 sales. Okay. The first one is at cobwebcorner.com. Now, what I've done is I've pulled it up on my Kindle, And I'm going to show those of you because every time I do something like this, somebody says, well, I can't find it. I can't find it. So anyway, what you do is you pull up cobwebcorner.com. You see that? Okay, and it looks like this. Okay, you see the butterscotch looking band at the top. Okay, you want to look for the words save more. Okay, so it says save more. Let me hold it up there so you can see it. Let's see. There we go. Right there. Okay. All right. So then we're going to tap that. And then you're going to see, don't miss our stitchy updates, blah, blah, blah. But underneath there where it says save more, the very first blue line says on sale now. So you're going to tap on sale now. And then voila, you have pages and pages of sale items that you're saving a good bit on. Like the day at the beach is, instead of being $7.55, is $6.80. The ABC samplers are $5.20. So we've got Afternoon in London, just a whole bunch of Little House and just different things. So, and then they've got Imaginating Patterns. They've got, here's a Department of the Army, United States of America pattern. We've got, let's see. I was looking to see. I know there's more stitchers than that. But there's just several different designers on here. She's got about 6 or 7 different designers. So you need to check that out. So that's cobwebcorner.com. Then, after you do that, you need to go to Etsy. And I will link both of these below. Etsy.com/shop/needlework-goodies. Now, oh shoot, I always forget something. These items, wait a minute, let's scratch that. Okay, the items at Cobweb Corner will only be on sale until October the 8th, and this is the 2nd, so you have 6 days, okay? 5 days to be safe. All right, you know, and it's first come, first serve, so remember to get your order in quick. Okay, then we're going to go to Etsy, and we're going to go to Needle Case Goodies. Their patterns in their sale category are 20% off. So that's a really good sale because a lot of places give 10%. Some places don't give any percent. But anytime you can save money on a cross stitch pattern, that means you can buy more patterns. Yay! So, you might want to check those out. Then, let's see. So when you go on Etsy, also check out Annabella's. She gives 10%, and she has some beautiful finishing, like quilting, like fat quarters and yardage that you could use for finishing pillows and like covering sticky board, good old sticky board. So you might want to check that out. So be sure and you know, check that one out. Rat, why does it always do that? I had something saved on here and it just went kaput. Okay, there we go. Okay, now for our free pattern. Okay, you need to go on Instagram this week. Well, not Instagram. Well, you can go on Instagram and look at it, but you'll go on her blog, and this is Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting, and this is Autumn House. Is that not beautiful? Look at all that stuff she put around it to make it look even prettier. We got pumpkins in the yard, and we got the salt box and the crow. And then we got a beautiful quilty star in the sky, and we got the tree with the leaves. And look at that little black cat. But I just thought that was such a cute, cute pattern. She also has a summer one. And I didn't look anymore to see if she had, but the other pattern is called Autumn Jar Pin Keep. And this is also on her blog, Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting and Stitching. That is a tongue twister. And look at the crow with the pumpkin. Is he not cute? And he's got like an acorn, I think, in his little beak. But I thought he was cute. So this is Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. And it's on her blog. And I will link that below. Okay, so those are your two free patterns, the Autumn House and the Autumn Jar Pin Keep. Okay. All right. Now, haul. Okay. Where is my haul? Okay. First of all, I got some Amazing Gray. And I got a half a yard. And this is Witchell fabric because it's kind of, oops, stiff. So I got two fat quarter pieces. And it's 28 count. Beautiful beige. And I got these from a little houses. See, there they are. The little sampler of the month houses. So there's those. And then I got Amazing Gray. So you can see those. The beautiful beige and the Amazing Gray. So that's a big difference. I didn't think that looked very gray, but at least it's not yellow. So then I went to Hobby Lobby and I found these cute little candy canes for $2.99. I don't know. I might use them for a finish or something, maybe with an ornament. And then, oh, except they weren't $2.99. They were 40% off. Then I found these little gingerbread guys, which I know I can be using these for finishes. There were 8 of them. And it was 40% off, $4.99. These were at Hobby Lobby. And then, I don't know what I'll do with these, but I thought these were cute. They're buttons, but they're Christmas bulbs. And who knows, I could be using those on a finish. And they were $2.99 minus 40%. And then I got me some sawtooth hangers. I needed those because my picture fell off the wall and the hanger had come out and it was not a pretty sight. But the picture didn't break, so that was good. So I was tickled about that. So anyway, that was my haul for this week. And what am I going to do? I have no clue. I am going to be stitching on my Blackbird Weekend Sal in my little fall project bag that my friend Stitching Granny of 17 made me. And I love it. Thank you, Stitching Granny of 17. I don't know what I'd do if I had 17 grandchildren. Whoa, that's a lot of grandchildren. I'm going to be stitching on Halloween. I'm stitching probably in my Scotty bag. You know, I'm stitching Scotty. I gotta have all the Scotty things. Then I want to stitch some more on my Happy Halloween. This is my first project bag, you know, the Ziploc bag. I haven't emptied out my other project bag that came empty, so I can put that in there now. And then, of course, I will start on my Whip Go projects, and I really, really need to get cracking on a year of celebration. Sorry, that was not supposed to be happening. I did not know it was backwards. Excuse me, you didn't see a thing. A year of celebrations by Hands On Design. Okay, so, yeah, because I got to do 2 months. Yeah. So I'm going to do those. I probably won't do the other one this week because, you know, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew like I usually do. Yeah. But I have a good time doing it. So that's all that matters. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I would ask you please hit the like button. I hope you liked it. And I just appreciate y'all so much. And I was trying to think if there was something else, because when I get off, there's always something I forget. and I can't think of what it is. But anyway, be sure and tune in next week, and we'll have hopefully some more finishes and some more finely finished objects. That's my goal, is to have more finely finished objects. And I will show you my Halloween stitching, because oh boy, do I have a lot of it. Yeah, between Halloween and Christmas, yeah, we have a lot of stitching. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. And until then, I hope you stitch all the things that you enjoy. Bye-bye.